Minnesota State High School League. One of the goals of the high school athletics is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those values. The Coon Rapids Ice Center staff reminds you to be a good sport on the ice and in the stands. Now let's meet the starting lineups, beginning with Rogers. In goal, number 1, Aiden Dietrich. Defense, number 2, Nolan Curtis. Defense, number 14, Kate Olson. Forward, number 3, Mason Wonka. Forward, number 15, Keaton Weiss. Forward, number 21, Jake Vukic. The head coach for the Rogers is Dave Brown.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN Light coverage of boys high school hockey. It's the regular season finale as the Cardinals host conference and section rival Rogers. Joe Yund and Jerry Grant up above, and a huge challenge for the home team to close out the regular season. The Royals come in very hot.
They're hot. In their last 4 games, they've scored 29 goals and given up 1. You don't hear that too much. So they're on a roll. They can score a lot of goals. They're averaging 4.96 a game, but Coon Rapids can score some goals too, can't they?
Absolutely, and rarely this season have we talked about a team that can keep the kind of pace the Cardinals normally have, because most teams technically by average cannot. However, many do against the Cardinals because their defense has also been a questionable mark all season long.
Yeah, well, the Cardinals, they average 5.42 goals per game, but they give up 3.58. So that's an issue they have to really think about today. And I think one of the keys for Coon Rapids today is to stay out of the box. They had 8 penalties against Forest Lake, and that caused some problems for them the other night. When they tried to come back, they just couldn't quite get there. Penalties will do that to you. So we'll see how that plays out so far.
Yeah,
today.
wild one on Tuesday night. 17 goals in the contest, and Coon Rapids just so close to tying it up. It only had 4 seconds at the end, and they still got off a great chance. The goalie made a big save and handed them the 9-8 loss.
Good step up by Bush right away, playing the body. I like seeing more of that today.
Well, and this is kind of a tryout for the sections. The Royals right now in second place in the section, ranked 8th in the state. Coon Rapids is looking at most likely a 6th seed for the playoffs, and that hits someone on the bench. And it'll stay a face-off on the Coon Rapids end.
Well, 6th seed, that's workable. But again, you're right. They need to play a good game today. They want to make sure they stay in contact with Rogers, get into the third period, make it a hockey game. And we've seen them do that game against Elk River, a very good club, Elk River. They're able to hang in there all game and then put them away in the third. So let's see if that can happen today.
This game probably more important for the Royals as they fight for the top couple of spots in the section than it is for Coon Rapids, but both want to play well. An opportunity, but Bresnahan's pass was denied going across. Mason Jensen back the other way, puts on the brakes as he enters the zone. His pass hit Alphen in the shin pads, bounced to center. Alphen takes over near center and now dumps it in.
Yep, puck's in, puck's out. Nothing wrong with that either against a good team.
Alphen sweeps it back down low. Kish is pinned to the boards there. Kicks free for Bowden out of the near corner. Into the slot. Bush filling the lane. Couldn't get a shot off as his stick was tied up. Played to the line. Fired through the traffic and into the near corner by Kish as he heads off for a line change. Racing in is DeSheen. He's the leading scorer for these Royals. Wagner able to stop him up.
Wagner didn't know where that rebound was.
Cardinals able to clear.
Yeah, so far I like the way the Coon Rapids Cardinals are playing in the neutral zone. They're tightening up their gaps a little bit and making Rogers dump the puck in.
Kreckelberg gets to the puck first. He's taken off of it. It's recovered and put on net by Cole Bumgardner. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Will Wagner. A little less than 2 minutes into the contest.
Yeah, got to keep an eye on Baumgartner. He's only a sophomore, but he's been a very talented player for the Rogers this year. Adds depth to their lineup, that is for sure.
Coon Rapids again shuffling the lines a little bit from the last time we saw him. We have Barsness out there with Trenton Tyson and Jack Engberg.
3-2.
Tyson down the near wing, slides it across, too far for Engberg. He recovers in the corners, back behind for Tyson. Bumped off of it. Loose puck recovered by Gertis and played around the wing. Chipped out to center, Kreckelberg. In for Bumgardner, he's taken off of the puck.
Engberg with a real good back check.
Tried to center it, but broken up. Coon Rapids able to get to the other end, but walk in offside.
Well, that's the effort right there. You're able to get that good back check by Engberg and take away the play because Rogers comes out with speed. Once they get out of their zone, they have a lot of speed. So you have to make sure you get guys back, fill that back pressure.
Clark able to win the draw for Coon Rapids. Regroup high in their own zone. That pass tipped by Jack Barsness at center, and so no icing, and Kurtz plays it around. Royals just flip it all the way down. Bushy got a piece of it, so no icing the other way. Bresnahan sweeps it ahead for Clark. 3-on-2 at center. He goes down the right wing, plays it in. Off the stick of the goaltender, off the back of the glass, and Clark recovers off the end boards.
Yeah, good play by the defender. That was bouncing back to the front of the net.
This one flipped up into the stands and out of play, and fortunately the fan keeping their eyes on the game.
Hopefully
avoid injury.
Hopefully our sound dish picked up those oohs and ahs down there because people were doing that, thinking they were going to get hit with that puck. Wasn't coming real fast, thank goodness. The flip.
Offensive zone faceoff for the Cardinals. Again, Clark able to win it. Novak chips it back down into the corner. Battle won by Vukic. He plays it around. Barsness fans on the centering pass. Weiss will carry to center for Rogers and now try to dump it in. Stopped up at the top of the zone, then turned right back over. Wonka walking in, looking for help.
Oh, nice.
Finds a trailer. The shot by Sorrentino is blocked. Rogers controls, centering pass denied. Tandon Bush fanned on the pass ahead, and it's sent back in deep by Sorrentino.
Yeah, those are the things that got Coon Rapids in trouble the other day against Forest Lake. You have chances to get out of your zone, and you don't.
Novak's pass denied in front of Golan. Rogers back on the attack. Big rebound off the shot for Swanson, but he couldn't regain the carom off the pad of the Cardinal keeper. Back at the other end, waiting for help is Smith necked. He plays it around to the other side. To Sheen, chased into the corner, loses the puck to Bresnahan. His pass springs Bowden to center ice. From his knees, plays it across, and Kish tried to get it back to him, but the pass just a little bit behind.
It's too bad. He was there, wide open.
Necht recovers, plays it behind. Royals will break out near side. DeSheen fanned on the pass. Alphin takes over, and will play it back into the corner. Smith Necht behind the net.
Oh, nice pass.
Good movement from one end to the other, but Jensen lost it as he entered the zone. That didn't clear. Bresnahan carries in, taken back off his stick by Gertis and played around to the far side. Tyson tried to center, that hit his skate. Kreckelberg avoids a check but turns over the puck, a chance and a goal! Trent Tyson at the hash marks on the feed from Tyler Barsness, and Coon Rapids able to strike first.
Well, they made that happen because they put pressure on the forecheck and Rogers coughed the puck up. And they're able to see that open man in the front of the net, and then away you go.
So a quick strike for the underdog Cardinals.
Yeah, well, they've been playing a good period so far. I like their effort.
Kish will dump it in deep. We've talked almost ad nauseum this season about the impact of this senior group to this Cardinal program, and this will be their final time on home ice. An opportunity really to show that going in, they have an opportunity to be the dark horse in that section tournament next week.
Well, it's all effort. So far I see a lot of effort out of the team, and they're doing a nice job. Got to watch these turnovers. Well, that's the third one they've had in their own end.
Not quite able to get it across the line, and Baumgartner looking back door, taken away by Novak, ahead for Kish. He will float it in and get a line change.
End of the shift, good decision.
At center, turned over. Engberg lost it in his skates, recovered by Kurtz for Rogers. He's bumped off it by Engberg along the near boards, played across. Sorrentino walks into the zone. He'll snap it down and around. Tyson was waiting on it. It took a funny hop, but Rogers in control, and then an edge caught behind the net. Turned over. Bushy's backhand pass knocked right back to him. Bresnahan trying to get it ahead to Tyson on the wing. Tyson sends it across. Engberg into the zone. Leaves it off there for Barsness. Short angle shot handled. Tried to center on the rebound. Bresnahan across. Bushy will snap it in on goal, and Dietrich will take it for a face-off. 10:16 to play, period one.
Well, and that's what's going on right now. As Coon Rapids is putting on a really good effort with their forecheck. They're getting the pucks first. They're playing good structure. I've seen Rogers come out of their zone many times this period. Every time there's a third Cardinal back, high forward, and triangulation helping the D.
Well, we've talked about it too all season. When the Cardinals stay on their toes and play their game, they can play with anyone.
Yeah,
what has happened too often, it seems, against certain teams
Yeah.
they've allowed the other team to dictate the pace of the game, and they get in trouble.
Yeah.
If the Cardinals can continue as they have for the first 7 minutes to set the pace themselves, they have a good chance here today.
Yeah, they're doing it so far, and they're staying out of the box. Roll those lines. Get everybody out there. See the Golan group out there now.
Vukic at the red line, shovels it ahead and chipped into the zone by Wonka, but Coon Rapids right back the other way with numbers. Golan is shot, and it's saved by Dietrich. Rebound cleared across off the boards. Bush will just send it back in out of the reach of Jackson Barsness. And here's Wonka to center. Mason Wonka to the top of the circle, a shot, the save, and the hold for Wagner.
Well, good thing there, because we had a situation where it started to get a little bit of a 2-on-2 without that forward back for the first time. Had a defenseman backpedaling, screening his goalie a little bit. Like to see him use those lines when they have those back checkers so they can force the play at the blue line. It's all about support.
Face-off win for Swanson. Save off the pad of Wagner. Short angle shot. A backhand chance, and Wagner with a couple big stops back-to-back against Rogers' leading scorer, Parker DeSheen.
Yeah, good job, Wagner, hanging in there, doing his job, standing tall. And not a bad job covering the front of the net. There are people there, but you have to just keep working on cleaning up your own end, which was another one of my keys for today, is make sure that you stick your system in your D zone and have people where they belong.
Another face-off win by Swanson. Played back to Olsen and across. Shot in from Gertis is handled by Wagner. We'll have a face-off to his right this time.
Well, it's a ninth shot for Rogers, so they are putting some pucks on that. Coon Rapids has 4. Just keep working on getting the puck down the other end.
Yeah, both these teams, as we talked about, like to score. Both averaging 5 or better per game. And both deep. 11, I think, deep in double digits for the Cardinals, 13 for Rogers.
Yeah, that's a lot of scoring, and we've talked about that all year long, as the depth of scoring for Coon Rapids. When they get it going, they can put the puck in the net for many players.
On the assist tonight for, a turnover, almost not quite able to finish it as it bounced away from Tyson. The little stumble at the blue line by the Rogers defenders nearly put Coon Rapids off on a 2-on-1. Tyson pushing it ahead. Engberg couldn't control as it was poked away by Caden Olsen.
Yeah, good play by Olsen. That was a 2-on-1.
Skate to stick for Gertis. He carries into the zone, leaves it off. Swanson shot, rebound, and a goal for Parker DeSheen. He had all kinds of time, and we are even at a goal apiece.
Well, sometimes rebounds go to the player on the other team, and they have no problem tucking in the net. That's just a puck that stood out there right there outside the crease on the left side for Wagner, and there's not much he could do because the Rogers player's in the right spot, and he's able to tuck it in the open corner. And we have a tie hockey game.
Well, and it was just well done on entry from Gertis. He drops it off. Good shot by Swanson, and just a big rebound right to the wrong person. And he had the patience to make sure he settled the puck. Got a very clean look at the net and easily put it into the wide open cage.
Well, here's where I want to see Coon Rapids up their game, because in the past when a team has scored on them, they've scored again quickly. Because when we looked at the last couple of games down the line, St. Cloud, Coon Rapids scored 2 goals in 17 seconds in the first, but they gave up 2 goals in 17 seconds in the third to let St. Cloud back in the game. And against Forest Lake, they had a situation where Forest Lake had 8 penalties, the Cardinals did, and they gave up 2 goals in 50 seconds and 2 in 104. So you got to bear down after the other team scores on you.
Good pressure from Kish. The Royals able to keep things moving forward. Baumgartner to center for Cheslak. He's knocked off it. Battle continues. Cheslak plays it across. Cardinals send it ahead. Bowden chips it in. Smith next stops out of the corner. Gets it ahead for Baumgartner, and he's off to the races up the left wing. The pass was a little bit behind Kreckelberg. I thought that led to it being offside, but it was waved fine, and just a couple of turnovers back and back through the neutral zone. Baumgartner again lost the handle, then poked away. And now here's Caden Alphen for Coon Rapids. His shot deflected up and out of play. Good stick by Brock Cheslock.
Yeah, Alphen with a little bit of speed. He had a 3-on-2 developing there. If he would have moved that puck over the right wing, they might have had a little better opportunity to break the defense down.
Sorry, it was Hauser that got his stick on that one and sent it out of play.
Yeah, Rogers doing a good job getting their sticks on loose pucks. They get their sticks in passing lanes and they deflect things, and it's broken up a number of opportunities for Coon Rapids to come in on odd breaks.
Wonka's pass right on the stick of Vukic, and he carries to the other end. A shot glove save for Will Wagner.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy exit out of the zone that time. 2 quick passes, and they were in the neutral zone. Showing their speed. There you go.
Gaining speed through center is Jack Barsness. Leaves it for Clark. He couldn't get a shot off. Regains it behind for Golan. Looking up top for Barsness. It's deflected away and out to center ice. Novak's pass was deflected by Wonka, sent back in deep by Weiss. Tandon Bush gets it to the line, but not out. Tipped away from Jensen into the corner. Clark chips it, but not out.
Yeah.
Again, sent in deep by Kurtz. Centering pass taken away by Jack Barsness. Gets to center. Tristan Golan will take the shot. Handled a little funny by Dietrich, but he's able to cover for the faceoff. 6:42 to go, period number 1.
Yeah, Dietrich was 3 feet beyond his blue paint, so he was out there challenging that shooter. Now, that last sequence, what's getting Coon Rapids in trouble is they're having a little bit of a difficulty getting out of their own end. They're not putting the puck in the right spots like they were in the first 6 minutes, so they have to get back to doing what they were early.
Gertis sends it around and out. Collecting at center is Jensen. Into the zone comes DeSheen. Slips around the defenseman. Tried to reverse pass. Went off the back of the net. Gertis out near the blue line. Had it poked off his stick by Engberg out to center. Waits for DeSheen to clear. Gets into the zone. DeSheen off the boards. Behind the back pass. Taken away by Tyson. Tyson trying to get around Gertis, and apparently that was not interference.
Well, he got in his way after he passed the puck, and the ref gave him an extra second on that
2
one.
or 3 steps.
Yeah,
Normally in
borderline.
today's game, they're,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm okay with it not, but I've definitely seen that called a lot in recent years.
Yeah. I mean, in the old days, that was a beautiful play.
Yeah.
He didn't ride him hard into the wall. He just got in the way and
got in the
put
way.
him out of the
Absolutely.
play. Yeah, it was a nice play.
But in today's game, you take 2 steps purposefully out of your way to get into someone else's way and prevent them getting to the puck. That's interference. A chance played out front, but sticked away just in time. And a good kick to the skates for Baumgartner as he races to the other end. Beautiful toe drag and a huge save by Wagner, point blank.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for with that number 9. He's got some good hands.
This one turned over. Alphen back the other way. It's deflected up and out of play. And again, it is Matt Hauser getting a stick in the way.
Yep, good stick. That's good defense. Get those sticks out there. Coon Rapids playing a good period. They're hanging in there. Just got to keep it up.
Another face-off win for Clark. Played across Bush. The shot deflected out front. Ends up wide. Collected and played back out to Novak. He can't get it deep. Wonka able to force it out to center. Bush over, chips it out. Make sure it stays in the neutral zone. Novak trying to avoid having his pocket picked. Loose puck kicked free by Vukic momentarily. And now Rogers able to get it in deep. Left there. Wonka first one there. Challenged by Bush. He still gets a stick on the puck. Vukic had it poked away from him. Wonka tried to get it in. Vukic had it momentarily. Swanson, or Weiss rather, sends it just wide. Sorrentino a shot. That's blocked by Barsness. Bush ahead. It's broken up, but gets through. Barsness passed a little bit behind Golan.
Yeah, too
Wonka
bad.
back the other way. Left it for Weiss, and that didn't click. Golan sends it back to the other end. Olsen circling out of his own zone. Slips past to check, centers, backhand chance for Weiss. Stopped by Wagner, and Coon Rapids able to clear with speed. Tyson bumped off it. Engberg chips it in as he's ridden to the wall by Gertis. Played to the line. Bresnahan walking in, was looking for a deflection by Engberg at the back post. Well attacked by the netminder Dietrich.
Oh.
Big rebound again. A huge save by Will Wagner on the follow-up chance for Brandon Swanson.
Yeah, he robbed him because that was a juicy rebound.
That was the rebound you never want to give up.
No.
Right down the middle and right on an opponent's stick. And somehow he got across and got the glove on shot number 2. One of many that we wish we'd have replay to look at.
Yeah.
This one deflected in deep by Desheen. Bush wins the battle in the corner. Sidesteps Desheen, looking for Kish on the indirect. Stepping up to break it up was Hauser. Desheen trying to center, that hits skates. Bush will send it around. Smith-Necht will fire it around again. Kept in by Hauser, poked away from Desheen. Kish able to get it out to center, and this one up and out of play as Desheen and Kish come together along the near board.
Well, that's the name of the game here, is winning those battles in your own end, and Coon Rapids was able to get out that time. But Rogers is certainly on them when they have an opportunity to get some forechecking going, and they're very active with their body and stick, and they're getting some turnovers.
Pass hit the linesman's skates. Rogers collects off the turnover. Baumgartner chips it in. Novak can't get it past a charging Cheslock. Centering attempt. Taken away by Alphins. Kept at the line by Smith-Necht. Trying to work his way out front. Backhander stopped by Wagner. Another low angle rebound chance for Kreckelberg turned away. Bush trying to force it to center. Can't get past Baumgartner. He tries to slip his way out front. Now cleared to center by Alphin.
That's the name of the game, what we're seeing right there. Cardinals having a hard time getting out of their end.
Then turned over at the Royals' blue line. Kreckelberg down the near side has friends with him. Fires it wide, and that's going to come right back out to center.
Slow defensive change there.
Kurtz had it poked away from him. Walker recovers. Baumgartner at the half board. Plays it across. We go down low to Wonka. Back out in a top shelf snipe from Jake Vukic.
Yeah, that was a nice play. They moved it around, went down low. Vukic came down the slot. No one picked him up on his tape and off the tape quick and into the puck, into the net. And Rogers gets the lead on a nice goal with only a minute and a half left in the period. Well, Coon Rapids playing a good period. They have to just get out of this one without giving up another one. Just get your head back up and just keep playing hockey. But what led to that is Rogers is really good supporting the puck. They'll come in, there's a guy standing behind always for a trailer, a drop
And smart,
pass.
too.
Smart hockey. And then when
Patient.
he leaves that area, another guy will fill it.
Centering attempt, this time poked away. Wonka recovers, tried to center. Again poked away. Golan went down, left it free for Kurtz. Kurtz bumped off it by Bresnahan, but gets it deep. Wonka couldn't handle. Andrew Clark will skate to center, trying to stay away from the stick of Wonka. Chips it in deep. And Clark again recovers. Goes down low, gets it back, skips away from him, right to Novak. His shot hit a skate out front. Golan hustles after it. Loose puck. Clark's shot is blocked. Bush walking in. His shot blocked, and that'll come out to center. 3 straight blocks for the Rogers Royals. Defense is a team game.
Good response by Coon Rapids, though. They got the puck down, and that line really had a nice shift there.
Swanson across for Jensen into the zone. Back to Swanson. Jensen is shot. Stick saved by Wagner sliding to his right. Johnson again out to Desheen. It was poked away from him in the slot. Novak battles. Puck came free, and Swanson fanned on a free one. This one comes to center and bounces over the stick of Caden Olson. So they have to get back out, and that will take us to the buzzer. Coon Rapids scores first. Rogers answers with a pair, and they take a lead after one. We'll drop the puck on period 2 after this. You're watching live boys high school hockey on CTN. Welcome back to the Crick. 2-1 Rogers after the first period. It's the regular season finale between two Northwest Suburban Conference and Section 5 AA teams. A 16-7 shots advantage, though, for the visiting Royals.
Yeah, the Royals had some shots on goal, but I'll give Coon Rapids a lot of credit in that period. They hung around. It's only 2-1. They didn't give up multiple goals in short time spans. Whenever Rogers scored, they buckled down, had some good shifts themselves. Their breakouts, not too bad. They had a few problems later in the period. They got to clean that up because Rogers had 7 shots in the house. Coon Rapids had only 2.
No penalties in the first period, either side of the ledger. A good, clean, fast-paced period of hockey to start. Cross-ice pass taken away by Tyson, and he just put too much on it. He knew it. He wanted to feather it in for Engberg to get on the rush, but as soon as he sent it, he bent over. He knew he put too much on it.
That's when being a pool player helps. Got to know those angles. Just angle that thing off that board and let that puck bounce back to the middle. You can also go cross-ice and do that pass at an angle. But stuff you need to practice. Was a good attempt to feather it, but the ice is fresh. It slid pretty quickly. Too bad. It was a good opportunity.
Maybe he was counting on the normal puddle in that corner to slow it down. Trying for that home ice advantage.
Ooh.
Centering pass, a deflection right on the doorstep. Wagner was in position, had no idea where the rebound was. Recollected by the Royals, a sliding chance to Sheen. Didn't get a ton on that shot, and the save by Wagner. Kish able to chip it back out to center, and Royals will retreat to their own end to recover. Smith necked, plays it behind. Ahead from Swanson to Jensen across. Smith necked, lost the handle as he tried to cut back. Bowden will give it right back to Swanson. Cross ice pass. Hit a shin pad, but got through to Jensen. He gets it into the zone. Sheen gives chase. He ties up in the corner with Novak, who kicks it free for Kish. Cross ice, Tandon Bush gets to center, back across. Kish drags it through his legs back to himself. Centering pass was broken up by Smith necked. Kish takes away the cross ice pass. Hands it to Bushy. Bushy circles away from pressure, gets it across, but behind Bresnahan. Barsness had it chopped right back to him, and now that's going to be icing will be waved off. Smith necked out of reach of Kreckelberg, right to Baumgartner, and he leaves it for Kreckelberg. Kreckelberg into the zone, top of the slot, deflected up and out of play. Good stick from Rowan Bresnahan.
Yeah, good stick because there was some speed coming down that slot area there, and that was a good stick. So the hard shot. That Coon Rapids was in the neutral zone. Had a couple opportunities to get that puck to an open player, just not able to connect, but I like the attitude on that.
Barsness against Baumgartner. Tried to just tip it around him and is able to regain possession. Cross, that shot from Olsen deflected in on goal. Wagner handles it with a glove, and we'll see a face-off to his left.
Yeah, just nice simple tip play. Get it up to the point, get a guy setting his stick up outside the goal contender area and get a tip on the puck.
Barsness able to win the draw, back to Bresnahan. He floats it out to center. Recovered by Gertis. Cross ice pass with out of the reach of Baumgartner. Indirect for Barsness, couldn't handle it cleanly. Pressured by Gertis. Recollected by Cheslock. He dances through, leaves it for Baumgartner. Baumgartner circles in the corner, steps back, finds himself some room. Pressured and has it poked away by Barsness. Tyler Barsness trying to drop it behind Engberg. Looking across, Tyson will take it out of the corner. Centering attempt broken up. Bresnahan down low. Barsness backdoor backhand by Tyson, stopped up by Dietrich.
Too bad. Their opportunity to score on that attempt there didn't quite get it by him. There you go.
Bresnahan takes the body on Vukic. And now Bresnahan ahead for Jack Barsness. Jackson Barsness trying to center. That went off a skate right to Wonka. Wonka at center. Into the zone. Can't get past Clark. He chips it ahead for Barsness. Barsness gets the zone. Top of the circles. Drops for Clark. His shot off the skate of Wonka into the corner. Golan will play it behind. Clark will leave it there for Barsness. Back to Clark. Back for Barsness on the wall. Up top. Bush a shot. That deflected and ended up in the corner. Barsness down low. Golan trying to jam at it right against the side of the net. Laid to the far corner, and Weiss will chip it out and all the way down.
This line has had some good shifts today. I like how they're really working the puck down low.
Novak plays it back out to center. Regroup in neutral for Rogers. Tipped in by Wonka. First one there is Brandon Swanson. Cardinals have numbers. They come away with the puck. Tandon Bush to center. Swanson giving chase. Can't get the dump deep.
2-1.
Instead, near side is Jensen. Out front, backdoor hand to Sheen, and a huge save by Wagner. I'm not sure if Sheen just missed the shot or if Wagner got that save clean. Swanson backdoor this time. It's put home by Matthew Hauser.
Just a nice pass on that one. Just real good awareness. Head up, looking for that player to the back door, and there he was. And it's too bad because Coon Rapids had a couple chances down the other end. They didn't cash in, and Rogers was able to again get a goal at the door mouth. As you said earlier in the broadcast, Joe, this is a game getting ready for the playoffs. Start next week, the section. So you just got to keep playing hard all game long and just see where it ends up. Just keep going. They've been doing good things.
Hauser, the defender, feeding the lane at the back post. Easy tap in goal. Baumgartner fires that one high and wide, and it goes all the way back down to the Rogers end. Kish will win the race. He's tied up there by Hauser. Bowden there to support. Dug free, though, by Bellis or Kreckelberg, rather, for Rogers, and he took a big hit, but able to get it out of the zone. Pass ahead, Kish in the zone. Alphin alone, and it's kicked away by Aiden Dietrich.
Difference of the game. Rogers is scoring on those opportunities, and Coon Rapids is not.
Long pass taken away by Gertis. Flipped in on the backhand behind the net. Bushy. Ahead. Tyson. Across for Bowden. He'll send it to the cross corner.
Oh, good.
Tyson first one there. Cardinals changing behind him. Had no support. His centering pass didn't get through anyway. Wonka back to Gertis. Gertis top of the slot. Fires it wide. Bush kicks it ahead, kept at the line by Olsen. Point blank chance for Keaton Weiss, fired to the back of the net. Wonka set him up beautifully, and all of a sudden it's 4-1.
Yeah, just a mistake in the defensive zone, not covering people, and the pass got right to the guy, and he didn't waste any time. Just on his stick in the back of the net.
Got inside position, had an open look at the net, had an open look at the puck carrier. And a one-timer to the back of the net makes it 4-1. This one skips off the stick of Weiss. Tips away from him. Gertis recovers. He centers. Another one-time chance. This one off the post for Jake Vukic, looking for his second of the game.
Well, it's the funny thing about this team. We've talked about it. They're playing really nice hockey, and then a couple of things go wrong, and they're just right now running all over the place.
Gertis a chance. That's deflected up over the net. Weiss trying to come off the boards. Ends up with an open look for Gertis and a save for Wagner.
Yeah, just winning battles. Little turnovers lead to opportunities, and open players just not playing that system as tight as you need to. Just got to get back to what they were doing earlier in the game, which was working. But right now they're on their heels a little bit. Rogers has come out with some firepower this period. 24 shots to 9 right now.
Gertis carries to the top of the zone, stays away from Barsness, bumped off the puck, sent in deep by Weiss. Kurtz gets it back up top. Shot deflected up and out of play.
Yeah, just right there, the Rogers player fell down. He still somehow kept control of the puck, got it to his partner, who kept the puck in. They got a shot. And red is in the house.
Clark against Deschene in the faceoff dot to the right of Will Wagner. Deschene the win. The shot by Jensen ends up just wide. Solid hit on the far boards. Deschene couldn't handle in the middle.
Thank goodness. That would have been a Cardinal assist and a Rogers goal.
Sorrentino's shot blocked back out to center. Fired deep again by Kurtz. Bushy recovers as the Royals had to tag up. Golan couldn't handle the cross-ice pass. Barsness looked like held at the line, but
puck was over the line. Referee just took his time to get that one called. He looked at it twice, and the other puck was over the line.
Huge shout out to Howie Shapiro, currently tuned in and checking out today's contest. He's a big fan of Cole Bumgarner because he's number 9.
Oh, there you go.
Also a fan of the Cardinals' last shot on goal because that too is number 9. And here is number 9. Cole Bumgarner dancing through, lost the handle. A backhand chance goes just wide for Kreckelberg.
Yeah, you got to play the body. You can't watch the stick handler.
Bumgarner has some hands on him, to be sure.
Does.
He will get it back. A little bit of room at the top of the zone. Fires it. It was deflected into the corner. Smith necked, trying to get through some traffic along the near boards. Poked free and sent right back in deep by Hauser. Hauser's shot misses wide. Bowden able to escape the zone. Tipped off his stick by Kreckelberg, who recovers off the near boards. Bellis got it in deep, and then took off the net. It took off the net as he tried to cut back out front.
Okay, well, good. That's a good whistle for Coon Rapids. They needed that whistle because Roger was starting to set up their forecheck and get that puck deep, and away they go. Yeah, earlier Coon Rapids was playing with a lot of energy. Right now their energy's a little low. I'd like to see them get back to moving those feet like they were.
Vukic pushed it toward the net off the faceoff, didn't make it through. Left in the corner, Bresnahan bumped there by Weiss. Vukic out to the point, played across. Gertis, his shot deflected up and over into the far corner. Vukic trying to step out, poked away, out to the point, across. Gertis walking in, fires up and over the net. Olsen sends it back in. Bushy behind the net, played it off the boards. Gertis tried to get it toward the net, and it's taken away by Barsness. Can't settle the bouncing puck and try and get it across to Trenton Tyson. Into the zone, Weiss's shot. Glove save and hold for Will Wagner.
Yeah, Coon Rapids was only 2 shots halfway through the period. A little over halfway through the period. They have to do a little better. This has definitely been Rogers' period of hockey.
Well, we talk about the Cardinals' strength is their speed, and the Royals have shown their speed in this contest, winning all those little races, and they possess the puck very, very well. Barsness to Clark, backhanded a goal!
There's the answer they needed right there. Yeah, I said this line's been playing really well tonight and this afternoon, and there's a goal to reward them for their hard play.
For Andrew Clark, his 4th goal, 10th point of the season, making him the 12th Cardinal to reach double digits.
Yeah, got a nice clear breakout, able to find an odd rush there. Here they come again.
Long shot handled by Dietrich. Deflected to center. Bush chops it across. Golan didn't know where it was. And here comes Mason Jensen trying to drop. That's broken up. Jensen leaves it. Long shot. Rebound loose. Wagner eventually able to scramble and get on top of it because Brandon Swanson was right on the doorstep.
Yes, he was. He was waiting for that rebound goal.
Sorrentino, not a lot on that shot, but that's one of those dangerous ones where it's not so soft that it's easy to keep the rebound close, but not hard enough that it has the momentum to direct well away from the danger area.
Yeah, one of those the tricky ones that end up in the back of the net once in a while, that is for sure.
Face-off win for Alphen. Bresnahan behind, tries to reverse. Nobody there in a white jersey. Bumgarner jumps on it for Rogers. Leaves it on the wall and bouncing puck. Reese collected. Kreckelberg pressures. He regains control. Swanson trying to get out front. Instead, Alphen back the other way for Bowden. Bowden trying to get the pass through some skates. Gets it back instead. Bresnahan from the point. That was going wide. And it was gloved by Aiden Dietrich.
Yeah, good decision by Dietrich. He said, all right, these guys are not doing what I want them to in this zone. Let's get the new line out here.
Well, and for Coon Rapids, a win today would be huge. But just staying close and being able to make it a hockey game all the way to the very end says a lot about what they have the opportunity to do come section time.
Yeah, well, I say when they play on their not on their heels, but they're on their toes, moving their feet. They're doing a really nice job today. Just got to keep working on these little turnovers that have caused them problems.
Mason Wonka centering, backhand for Vukic, hits traffic. Blast from Gertis. Saved by Wagner. Out at the point, Olsen through traffic and a pad save for Wagner. Swanson recollects, scores out of, or Weiss rather, spins and scores out of the corner, his 2nd of the game.
Yeah, those are the ones you don't want to see go in. You just get to the 4-2 and then you let one go in like that. And that's kind of a momentum killer there. I don't know if Wagner didn't see it or what happened there. There was traffic over there. And you're not always expecting a guy to shoot between the end line and the bottom of the crease, goal circle. So. Start again. Try to get the next goal. Just keep playing.
Well, that's another big thing for this Cardinal team. Their ability to bounce back from adversity. Backdoor feed, and Desheen sent it just wide. Blast from the point, misses to the near side for Kurtz. Recovered off the board by Swanson. Tried to play it to the far corner.
Give and go.
Desheen gets it back to Jensen. He misses wide. Desheen battles in the corner, comes up with a puck. Tipped off his stick, and now Tyson races the other way for the home team. Chips it into the corner. Barsness first one there, trying to drag it behind, but it's broken up. Sent around by Sorrentino. Shot deflected by Engberg, misses wide. Tyson trying to leave it in the corner. Engberg will get the loose puck, and he'll send it in deep. Barsness trying to sweep it back for Tyson. Intercepted and played to the line, but held there by Bushy. Barsness. Bresnahan up top, a shot that just misses wide. And Dietrich had no vision of that puck. A lot of bodies between the netminder and the puck.
Well, that was a better response. Got the puck down in the Rogers end, got in on the forecheck. We're able to move that puck down the corner, use the net for a little bit of a play going on there, and had some nice shots. Just missed the cage.
4:05 to go, period number 2. Rogers up 5-2. Face-off win for Clark. Barsness tried to feed it through for Golan. Was broken up. Bushy, good step up to avoid the puck getting to Bumgarner. But here they come anyhow. Bumgarner on that right wing. He's bumped. Leaves it back to the point. That shot deflected up and out of play.
Up and out of play. I can see Coon Rapids get out of this period. No worse for the wear as it 5-2. Nice to see him get a third goal.
Hauser from the point. That deflects into the near corner. Smith-Necht steps up to play it. Backdoor feed. Long pass. Barsness couldn't catch it out of his skates. Bumps in the near corner with Cheslock. Kreckelberg leaves it for Bumgarner. Poked off his stick. Pointed back to the corner by Cheslock. Kreckelberg trying to cut back. That was kicked away. Bouncing puck. Comes out to the line for Smith-Necht. Across Olsen. Down low, Bumgarner trying to get through some traffic. Golan hands it off for Andrew Clark. He has a little bit of room to skate. Fanned on the dump attempt. Smith-Necht.
Gotta get it deep.
Right back to center, deflected in by Wonka. Vukic to Bumgarner, Wonka, and a wide open net.
I tell you what, when they have an outnumbered situation, they know how to move the puck to the open guy, and that was just, again, too easy. That was a clinic on passing on the 2-on-1 down low. Freeze the defender, get him in the wrong spot. The other guy's wide open, and the goalie's on the far side. Pass, open net on the far side, easy goal.
Yeah, Mason Wonka has been very noticeable tonight, and he hasn't had many easier goals in his career, I guarantee. But it all started with a good pressure in the corner from Jake Vukic.
Yeah, it was.
And then Bumgarner could have easily shot that puck, and the netminder was in good position. He would have had a good scoring chance from where he was, but knows that he's got even more help on that backside, and 24 square feet of net. He's not going to miss from there.
No, he is not.
And now a 4-goal lead for Rogers. Just 2:30 to play in the second period. We have yet to see a penalty.
No.
On either squad.
Yeah. And we've only seen 4 shots for Coon Rapids. And we've seen 16 for Rogers. Oh, it's the referee.
2:52 remaining in the period. Rogers scored a goal. Scoring was number 3, Mason Wonka.
Ooh, that's close there. Good, they didn't call that.
Pass to Kish, broken up. Recovered at center by Olsen. He's pressured by Kish, but gets it ahead. Wonka for Weiss into the zone. Weiss can't get around Bresnahan, and we're going to see our first penalty.
There's your one where you said earlier it might be an interference with a little extra.
Well, and do they both go here? Because I agree that Bresnahan held position long after the puck was gone, which constitutes interference, but Keaton Weiss clearly grabbed hold of him and carried him down with him.
Yeah, he did.
I can easily see that going both ways. It looks like just the Cardinals will take a penalty, though, and so
they're
for
chatting at center ice.
Final 1:59, we're going to maybe have a Rogers power play. It looks that way.
Yeah, well, we were hoping that we wouldn't see the Rogers power play because it's zipping along at 24%. Oh, they're opening the gate for Rogers. They're going to give him an embellishment
and I think
or a hold.
I think that's the right call. Oh, they call it a rough. I don't know what I call it that, but I think that's the right way to do it, especially in a game that's been as clean as it has. It's not just that the refs have just let them play.
No.
There just really hasn't been any or much of anything for them to call.
No, exactly. Both teams were playing a good, clean game. And 2 guys there just, Bresnahan trying to stop the rush in, and nice job getting in his way, and then they got tangled up, and good job by the referees.
Tyson couldn't quite poke it past Olsen at center ice. Gertis plays it across. The Royals are offside. Novak gets it to Tyson. Tyson lost the handle. Kreckelberg back for Gertis and across for Olsen. Centering pass taken away by Engberg. Engberg trying to weave his way into the zone. Plays it toward the net. Dietrich plays it back behind. Here's Bumgarner to center. Kept out of the zone by Bordner. Tyler Barsness trying to center. He's neutralized by Olsen, who plays it back behind. And Gertis looks ahead.
Olsen's a good defender. He's big and he knows how to use that body. Not easy to handle Barsness, but he didn't have much of a problem. Well, nice crowd here today. They've seen an entertaining game.
Face-off win for the Royals, but it slips under the stick of Kurtz and out to center. So they have to regroup. Kurtz can't dump it in. Bowden circles, gains some speed. He'll enter the zone, go to his right. Centering pass, taken away by DeSheen. DeSheen will race to center for Rogers. Centering pass, taken away by Bush, not able to clear. Royals bring the pressure, force the turnover. Quick shot by Swanson is handled and held by Will Wagner.
Yeah, when you're 1-on-3 or 1-on-4, it's nice to carry the puck into the zone and get that defense to backpedal a little bit, but never a bad idea to throw it on the net and let your forwards crash to the net and try to get a rebound too. Sometimes you turn that puck over when you're at the top of the circles in the offensive zone, and that leads to good transition hockey for the other team.
Jensen leaves it back. Sorrentino plays it deep. Cardinals force the turnover. Get it out to center. Bouncing away from Kurtz. He will get it back just in his own zone. Ahead, deflected into the zone by Mason Jensen. Tandon Bush trying to get it around DeSheen. DeSheen able to stop it up. Bush able to win it back. Cardinals have three guys just standing around the puck. And they don't get it out of the zone. It leads to a shot from the point by Kurtz. And
got a little desperation.
4 seconds left.
Yeah, you got 10 seconds left in the period. You got to grind it out and get that puck out of your end. Now you got to win the face-off and don't allow Rogers to get a shot. And stay with him, and they got a shot.
Turnaround attempt, hit the traffic out front. Ended up in the near corner. The buzzer sounds, and the Royals will go to the locker room, breathing a little bit easier after period number 2. They have a 6-2 lead. We'll have the third period next on CTN. Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, the regular season finale, and Cardinals find themselves trailing the Rogers Royals by a 6-2 score. And we'll see how they respond here in the third period, Jerry. Last time on home ice for the Cardinals seniors, 17 in all on the roster. Many never make the varsity lineup, but tonight a number of them are the biggest, they're the key component to the varsity lineup as well.
This is their last 17 minutes of hockey on their home rink. So you have to play as hard as you can and just keep going and see what happens. It's 6-2, and Rogers, 33 shots total to 11, and 8 more shots in the house last period for 15 for the game. So they're really dominating.
If you're Coon Rapids, my opinion, you come in here, you throw the first 2 periods out the window. You say, hey, we got 1 period to play. Let's go out and beat these guys for 1 period.
Yeah, that's right.
If we can do that, again, it's about establishing some sort of confidence that you can compete with the elite teams in this section.
That's right. That's what it's all about right now.
Because this could be potentially your first round matchup.
It could be.
We'll always have to wait and see, but Rogers and Centennial, the likelies, Champlain Park, a possibility as well. Everybody finishing up the regular season schedule today, so.
Yep, the seedings will come out. I do believe they have to be out tomorrow night. Is that when the section meets? Usually it's Sunday. If I remember right, usually we met on Sunday.
But it might not be till Monday as well, since they don't start the. Well, I'm not sure because they have a couple of play-in games, being it's a 10-game, or a 10-team tournament.
Yeah, I would think they're meeting on Sunday. There you go.
Cut off by Clark. His shot knocked away by Smith. Next, Barsness controls, but now has to carry out to center. Ducks around behind Bushy, across for Bresnahan. His pass caught the skates of Golan. He recovers off the boards. His shot deflected wide and stick to the corner by Dietrich. Jensen plays it up the board, and now Desheen into the zone. He stood up there by Bushy. Centering pass by Swanson was broken up. Golan back the other way. Bresnahan will just chip it in as the Cardinals changing behind him. Smith next, circles away from pressure, lets his guys get back on the ice. The pass a little too far ahead of Kreckelberg, and that'll be icing.
There you go. Well, good. Keep that energy up. Good couple first shifts.
Face-off win for the Royals, but the pass off the stick of Baumgartner into the corner. Enkberg tried to center. That was broken up by Kurtz at the line. Bush, backdoor. Barsness had a lot of net to look at, and it slipped off the end of his stick.
Story of the game right there.
Rogers, a great feed from Bush to Barsness at the back door, and all kinds of net to look at. Probably more time than he thought.
Yep.
And it just rolled off the toe of his stick.
Yeah, it's too bad because Rogers has scored on those opportunities they've had today, and Coon Rapids has not.
Shot from the point, deflected wide. Net comes off as Wagner tried to recover. Same net we saw coming off repeatedly on
the Forest Lake game.
Tuesday night.
It was. And for that situation, it was good that the net did come off for Wagner because Rogers had a couple of opportunities down low there and a loose puck.
Johnston wins the draw. One-timer by Gertis didn't get all the way through. Gertis will try again, this time right into the midsection of Will Wagner. And the first shot attempt, I think, broke the stick of Eli Bowden.
Yeah. Well, Gertis likes to fire the puck. He's been ripping shots all day.
Had to go to the bench for a new twig. Tie up off the draw, played back to Gertis, across Olsen. The shot, stick save by Wagner. Bellis out to the line. Gertis across. Olsen's shot is blocked. Gertis plays it toward the net as he is hit hard and dropped to the ice. Ben Kish races in with speed, trying to center, hit the skates of Olsen. Swept around near side. And Royals back out to center. Bellis gets through the check of Bresnahan, and this one flipped up and out of play by Dylan Bushy.
No, good job by Bresnahan. He got enough of the body to disrupt that entry and was able then to disrupt that play. Fan threw the puck back out in the ice. Didn't want it, I guess.
And so the linesman who had already gone and got a new puck said, "Here, no, you can keep that one, kid." You don't want to be carrying around an extra puck in your pocket as you chase the play of kids that are much younger than I'm sure our official is.
Plus, it could fall out of your pocket, and then we have something interesting going on. 2 pucks.
Might be a benefit for the Cardinals.
You never know.
The times the Royals have not really shared very well.
No. Yeah,
they do a nice job of possessing. They move the puck well.
Just like right there. Just a 4-foot pass, open player.
Good team speed.
Yeah. Well, they're a good team.
Weiss had it poked away, stays on the battle with Novak along the boards. Backhand by Wonka, point blank, swallowed up by Will Wagner.
Just that little sequence right there, story of the game. Who came up with that puck battle? Who was able to get the puck, get it down, get a shot? Rogers. It was a 50-50 puck. They won the battle.
Face off to the left of Will Wagner, 13-17 to go in period number 3. Rogers with an impressive second period have really taken full control. Up 6-2. Chipped ahead for Tyson. To center and into the zone. Cross ice. Engberg couldn't handle it. Will poke it into the corner. Deschene gets there first. Waits. Trying to send it behind. Taken away by Barsness. Turns and shoots. A pad save by Dietrich. That was so obviously offside. Deschene said, I dragged my foot. Yeah, he was still 3 feet behind that.
Right. But you dragged your foot, but you were still offside.
When you enter 2 body lengths ahead of your teammate who has the puck, no matter how far you drag that leg.
You don't have an 8-foot long leg.
Nope. Novak from behind his own net. 1-touch pass by Barsness, taken away at center by Brady Sorrentino, who plays it back into the near corner. The Cardinals will start their breakout again. Bush long to center. Barsness to Engberg. In behind and a shoulder save for Aiden Dietrich.
Yeah, Dietrich hasn't been real busy, but when he's had to, he's made saves.
Deschene gets it to Jensen. His shot. Big rebound. Deschene recentering. Novak able to clear the bouncing puck. Top of the slot. It's chopped away from Jensen out to center. Cardinals get a line change. Olsen to Deschene at the blue line. Tried to get it to help, but taken away by Alford. Kish will send it into the zone. Gertis floats it near side. Bumgarner was expecting the pressure and just let it go by. Gertis will dump it in. And again, step up and carry it back into the zone. Bowden's pass taken away at the line by Olsen, and in the skates of Alfin. He gets it back to Bowden at center ice, poked away from him. Alfin into the zone. Gets it across. Bushy is shot. Stick save for Dietrich. Big hit in the corner. Bowden continues to battle from his backside, and that leads to a hand pass. a stoppage and a face-off going all the way back down to the Coon Rapids end.
Well, you know, we knew that Olsen was able to play the body with the size he has, and he laid the lumber on 2 players there just to let him know that he can still do it if he wants to. And both of them were on the ice.
Well, he is, I think, by far the largest player on either squad.
He's a big guy. 25 is pretty big, too. I don't think he's as beefy, though. He's tall.
Smith-necked, yeah, they're both, that's a couple of big fellas on the blue line. Through center comes Bellis. Down low, tried to flip the backhand, high short side, ended up going up and over. Clark sends it out to center, turned over to Hauser. Hauser tied up, stays with the puck, gets it back ahead to Bellis into the zone. He'll take another shot, this one gloved and held by Wagner.
Yeah, just good body position there, protecting that puck in center ice area, using your gluteus maximus to kind of fend players away, and kept turning with the puck and able to, again, find a player streaking down the ice and got it in the zone.
Face-off win for Clark. Bush behind his own net, tried to reverse, taken away by Weiss. Wonka on the doorstep, couldn't settle the bouncing puck, sent it up and over the net. Jackson Barsness out of the reach of Golan. He pursues into the zone. Played behind, Smith-necked will carry, and now play it ahead for Wonka. Across the blue line.
Get him.
Lost the handle. Clark back the other way, leaves for Golan. A shot, misses high and inside.
Ooh. Golan with a big hit there on the
He's slow to
big
get
players.
up. Barsness.
Interference there. Right in front of the refs, just let it go. Didn't like getting hit.
Smith-neck kind of rubbed him off, made it take that much longer for him to exit the zone. Golan deflects it in, right in on Dietrich. He sweeps it for Kurtz, plays it around and out. Engberg, pressured by Kreckelberg, plays it across near side. Bresnahan off the boards. Leaves it for Tyson. Back down, Bresnahan out front, a goal for Tyler Barsness.
Well, there you go. How about that? That's a good response. Good passing play.
And that is point number 50 on the season for Rowan Bresnahan.
Good for him. That's 2 guys with 50 points in the season. That's a lot of points. That's a good response that we were hoping to see in the third period there. Keep playing hard, make Rogers work. And
already as many shots in this period as they had in all of the fourth, or all of the second.
Yep, that's right.
At 4 shots.
Yeah,
I had to shake my head, scratch it, and shake it some more at the end of that second period.
It was
understanding
what it was, right?
They only had 4 shots on goal in the period.
That's right. Yeah, and they've held Rogers to 6 so far this period.
Bellis near side. Back to the line. Olsen quickly across. Gertis' shot is blocked. Tyson can't get past Olsen. Chip back out to center by Barsness.
Scoring for Coon Rapids, number 19, Tyler Barsness.
Gertis gets around the corner, back door, and Bellis just couldn't get the right touch on it to send it into the net. He had a good look.
He did.
Bellis deflects it, stopped up by Bush. Back to the line. Tyson can't drag past Wonka. Bresnahan back in his own end. Off the near boards, out of the reach of Kish. Chip back out to center. Alphen can't control. Wonka can. He's got help. Lucas tried to sneak it back to him, and it was broken up. And the Cardinals will end up icing it.
Too bad. Open players just missed the pass. So we get a little smoke on the water for you there.
Well, the Cardinals, again, good response so far for half a period.
Right, yep.
And again, as I mentioned, coming in, throw the periods out. If you can go out and win this period, you know that that's 17 minutes you played with one of the best teams in your section. And all you have to do is do that 3 times in the same day. Of course, a lot easier than
that's true.
said than done, but But it is impossible to score 4 goals at once. So you start with 1. And you don't give up 2-on-1s. That one off the post, came right back under Wagner, and then
the goal
got loose behind him, and it's tucked home by Mason Jensen, who started it all in the first place.
Yeah, well, Coon Rapids was a little sloppy to give a 2-on-1 in transition. Rogers turned around real fast, and they answered that goal right back.
Well, and I don't know if it bounced, because it came hard off that post. It looked like it slipped all the way back up under Wagner.
Yeah.
And then he kind of relaxed before a whistle, and I don't know if it was underneath him or if it had come loose behind him. Either way, swept in by Mason Jensen, and back to a 4-goal lead for Rogers. Clark not able to pull the trigger.
Yeah, too bad. Right in the slot. Got to get that on the net.
DeSheen back the other way, pressured from behind by Golan. Tried to center. Oh, they gave the goal to Wonka, so it was Wonka that tipped it home, and Jensen will get the assist. So second of the game for Mason Wonka.
Yeah, he's been good today.
Tyson passes behind Barsness. He just fires it in deep. Royals reverse. Bumgarner out of his own end, head up, will skate with it through center. Kreckelberg across the top of the circles, lost it in his skates. Between the legs was Bumgarner. The Cardinals able to clear. Olsen weaving his way in. Bresnahan shakes a couple of defenders, gets it ahead for Engberg. Across, Tyson scores! Just inside the far post. Trenton Tyson nets his 19th of the season.
Well, again, good response. Keep playing. Rogers getting a little sloppy. They're thinking a little bit too much offense there, and they forgot they had to get guys back. And 2-on-1 developed, and very nicely done.
Cardinals sorting their line out. And some discussion, and Alphen called out of the circle. Kish wins it. Alphen had it poked off his stick by Olsen. Bellis got under that one a little bit.
Yeah, we've heard that a lot today. Poked off the stick. Rogers very good at just getting their stick on pucks and disrupting things.
Gertis fires it in, knocked down by Wagner. Bresnahan sets up behind his own net. Kish flips it out on the backhand. Sent back in by Olsen. Fired out to center. Olsen gets it away from the pressure. Alphen will flip it in deep. Cardinals give chase. Gertis gets there first. Gertis had it hop off his stick. Still able to play it off the boards and out to center. Alphen cross for Bresnahan. Chips it ahead. Olsen knocks it down, keeps it out of the zone. Bresnahan will fire right in on Dietrich, who leaves for Gertis. Gertis chips it near side for Nick Johnston. Long shot. Wagner takes it in the midsection and holds for the faceoff.
Yep. Smart decision by Wagner. Just hold it, get a new line out there, get everything settled down.
A little less than 5 minutes left in this third period. Clark settles the bouncing puck. Gets it to center, but then his pass off the skates of Weiss. Quickly turned around. Vukic can't get around the corner on Bush. Bush drops, continues to battle. Puck still loose, swept toward the front. Golan plays it behind, a wraparound and a goal for Weiss. He's got a hat trick, and it was directly off a Coon Rapids turnover.
Yep, again, just not handling the puck in the defensive zone. You got to put that puck in the corner. If you're in doubt, you just got to shovel it over in the corner and get in defensive position, but you leave it right there. That's what happens a lot of the times. It'll go in the net. Eight goals on 43 shots.
I think they put an extra run up there, didn't they?
No, it was 7-4. So, yeah, it's 8. Anyway, it gets hard to count them after a while.
I put it on the wrong side. I was hoping it was 7-5.
Yeah, that would have been nice for
my little score
the
sheet
Cardinals.
there. 8-4. Yeah, it's and that's a definite concern. It has been all year long.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to win many games when you give up 8 goals.
No, you're not.
I mean, they gave up 9 to Forest Lake on Tuesday, 8 here to Rogers.
Yep.
Ooh, funny bounce, but no Cardinals there to capitalize.
No Cardinal there. Rogers, there would have been a Rogers player there, and it would have been in the net. That's what they've been doing all game long.
Swanson in, plays it across, fired toward the net by Jensen. Ends up near boards. Bresnahan trying to dig it free. Tyson can't get to it. Sent on net by Jensen, turned away by Wagner. Bushy got it out to center. Waiting is Swanson, and he'll send it in deep. They're patient. They control the puck well.
Yeah.
They play as a unit.
Yeah. Smart hockey team.
A lot of things that this blue team does well.
Yeah, well, you know, it's always nice to see a bunch of young guys understand the game. They know the game. They don't just have skill. They have a hockey sense.
Centering pass taken away by Elfin and played back out to center. Bush will keep it out of the zone. Novak, fans on it, lost it in his skates, got it ahead to Bowden. Bowden can't get it through Sorrentino and now does. But there it is support. Is Kreckelberg, and he's going to hit right at the top of the glass, and then he'll get it back himself.
Yeah, there he goes.
Spooked some of the fans in that section.
Yeah, it was coming fast.
Centering intent, broken up by Kish. Cardinals with numbers through center. Kish to the line, trying to get through. Bush had his shot blocked by Olsen and back out to center.
And that one goes up in the crowd. Well, Coon Rapids has done some nice things today. They've moved the puck fairly well at times. They have 4 goals on a good team on only 17 shots. So they've had some good opportunities. When they put some in. It's got to keep building on more and more shots coming up whenever they play next.
Pass a little bit behind Bellis and off his skate. Barsness to Bush walking in the slot. His shot right into the middle of Aiden Dietrich.
Yeah, good play. Barsness did a nice little curl there. Bought some time, had his head up, saw the late player coming down that far side and got him the puck.
This one played across off the near boards. Bresnahan chops it back into the Royals' end. Bowden can't quite poke it past Hauser. A chance out front off the crossbar for Barsness. Bowden back to Barsness in that far corner. Barsness leaves it to Kish out front. Bowden fires it wide, and this is a line that we saw most of last season, have not seen that much of this year, that I think clicks really, really well together. The Barsness, Bowden, and Kish line.
They should have had a goal there. They had 3 great opportunities. 1 pipe, 2 save, and 1 missed in that.
Just under a minute to go. Getting through the traffic is Jensen into the zone, drops it off to Sheen, a shot. That slipped off the shoulder of Wagner, but ended up wide. Bowden, cross ice, out of the reach of Barsness, recovered by Kurtz, who sets up behind his own net. DeSheen comes back to it off the skate of Swanson, and he's able to poke it in deep. Down to the final 15 seconds. Novak seals him off. Under 10 to go. The Cardinals content to just try and let the clock run out. And Rogers says we can be on that same page too, and that's going to take us to the end of the regular season. So a better third period than a second.
Yeah.
I thought their first period was their best, especially the first half of that first period.
Right. That's right. And
but, at times you can play with them.
Yeah.
But how different is this game if Rogers doesn't have that comfortable lead? They I think, have a little more urgency, and they could clearly do some things.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Rogers kind of took their foot off the gas for a while in the third. You could tell they just were moving the puck around, playing smart hockey, and give Coon Rapids credit. We've seen them come back a number of games and give it a good effort in the third period. So good for them. They just have to remember that formula for the next game out, and that's the way it is. I just certainly would like to thank all the seniors for just a fun year. It's enjoyable watching these kids. I wish they'd win a few more of those tighter games because, they have the ability to do that. And today they played a good game, just not good enough.
And, a tremendous senior season. And, last year they were able to get their first section win in like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they're hoping they can do it again here this season.
Yeah.
But they're going to be up against it, likely the 6th seed. We'll see who they draw, but could be these Royals once again next weekend.
Well, if they get the Royals, they've proved they can play half a game with them. The other half they'll have to put together next time.
But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Light. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Sam Engbritson and Charles Brolin doing the heavy lifting, it's Jerry Grant and I, Joe Young, saying goodnight.